Всем привет, с вами Снежный Лиса, и сегодня мы будем проходить, конечно, дополнение. А так, могу обратить ваше внимание, тут у нас еще и часик появился в данный момент. Так что пишите, буду, конечно, все это читать с интересом. А так, подписывайтесь на наш канал, ставьте пальцы вверх. А так, присоединяйтесь, стримик очень душевненький, интересненький. Так,
We're closed.
You don't look the sort who can afford to turn down legitimate work.
What do you want?
How about we start with a light?
Могу сразу напомнить, что мы вчера все-таки прошли Bioshock Infinite. Похождение у нас на канале есть. А так присоединяйтесь.
Well, you got a name, miss?
Elizabeth. You can call me Elizabeth.
What can I do for you?
There's a girl who needs to be found. Maybe you've seen her.
This girl's dead.
You know her.
You'll see dozens of her tied down by the docks or the slums in Apollo Square. Orphans. With Fontaine's charity shut. No place for them.
But her you know.
As I said, girl's dead.
Lost.
Look, I don't know where you get...
Lost isn't dead. Name your rate, I will pay you for this work. But you do this one gratis, wouldn't you?
I don't follow.
Something tells me you will.
Да, мы играем с компьютера. Мы в ракше находимся. По-любому.
Seems my instincts were correct.
Where's Sally?
I don't know. But I know someone who does. Follow me.
What's this girl to you?
What I need from her is my business. But I know where to start looking. Something tells me a man with your particular talents could be useful.
Wait, was los? Ain't you playing the ponies no more? You're too good for the boys at the track now.
Восторг. Вот все еще так.
Afternoon.
What do you want? An autograph?
I heard about your little friend. Such a shame.
Beauty fades. The mind is eternal.
Tell that to my grandfather.
What happened to these children? What are they?
Where have you been? Cabin in Arcadia? Little sisters. Atom factories.
It's grotesque.
Red means stop, green means go. This is the rule all little girls know.
Compromise? Is that why we came?
Come on. We haven't got all day.
What do they even look like under those suits?
What you mean? Think it's some kind of machine?
Look, what's the green light for? I see one with the light turn yellow.
Look, I say you should have to prove you're properly versed on a topic before you're allowed to vote on it. Otherwise, it's just a nature result. Get on with it. Do you have any idea?
A system like that invites abuse.
Having
He works for Ryan Security.
DeWitt? The Hostic sees you, he'll toss you out on your ass again.
You know,
Funny.
What?
You not knowing about the little sisters. How long have you been in Rapture?
Let's just say I don't get out much.
You've got eyes and ears, don't you?
If I wanted to share my life story, Mr. DeWitt, I would write my memoirs. If I learned anything about Rapture, that it was a place where people understood to mind their own business.
Where are we headed?
The man we need to see is in the Garden of the Muses.
How do you know?
My sources are my own, Mr. DeWitt. If you have better information as to the whereabouts of your girl, I suggest you avail yourself of it.
Where are you taking me?
When's the last time you saw Sally?
What?
She was taken from you, wasn't she?
How do you know this?
She was taken, down at Surprise. You were playing the tables and...
She disappeared.
And?
Cop friend of mine, Sullivan, says they found her floating in the docks.
You see the body?
Look.
Did you see the body? This world values children, not childhood. There's a profit to be made and men who make it. I'm taking you to one of them.
Hmm.
Mr. DeWitt, you all right?
I'm fine. get these spells sometimes. It'll pass.
Refreshments, sir? Madam?
We're fine, thanks.
You lie.
I went through basic with him, decent sort, but the Italian. Papa this and Papa that. I can't take a crap without a paper dispensation.
Oh, I suppose I shouldn't have drank so much when I was pregnant, clearly. No changing it now.
I told her, you want someone to listen to your worries? Buy a pup.
Mr. DeWitt. We'll find my source inside of that club.
Cohen? What does that lunatic have to do with Sally?
Private party. No entry without invitation.
We'll see about that.
Which business do you represent, sir?
Business?
Yes, which business?
DeWitt Investigations.
Mr. Cohen does not truck with private detectives. Masks of invitation went to artists and craftsmen alone.
I'm with the artist struggle. We're expected.
No mask, no entry.
Stuffed shirt.
These invitation masks he spoke of. They must have gone out to local artisans.
Well, I guess we'll have to persuade someone to loan us one.
The business of Rapture is business. Says it's sponsored by the Artist Struggle, the Golden Rule, and Rapture Records.
I guess those stores would be as good a place to start as any. What brought you to Rapture?
A man.
Really? You don't strike me as the romantic type.
Wasn't that kind of man.
Then what?
There's a debt that needs repaying.
I've known my share of Shylocks. You're no Shylock.
Wasn't that kind of debt. Invitations to Cohen shows are highly coveted. Nobody's gonna just hand us one.
You think you can figure out a way to distract the store owner while I take a look around?
You just find the mask. Leave the distractions to me.
Well, hello.
Excuse me. Lady has some questions for you.
Yes, of course.
What is this piece?
It's by Trenet, but of course, covered by Mr.
Cohen
Rock.
sends those masks out in some kind of box.
Lovely. Music does something to me.
Damn. Must be somewhere else.
Primal, isn't it? Part of us that exists before thought, before logic, purely sensual.
The finest music touches us in places
That we never knew existed. I must go. I must go. Even one more note shall prove my undoing. Any luck?
Nothing. Let's find another. The shop.
Where to next, Mr. DeWitt? The Golden Rule is just across the way, or shall we go upstairs to the Artist Struggle?
Fontaine got taken out by Ryan's goons for one reason. One reason.
Best to quit while you're ahead.
Well,
that dish I walked in with? Well, you give her the star treatment, pal. Then I'll make it worth your while.
But of course, right away. Interesting, isn't it? An original Sander Cohen. He calls it miasma.
I'm sorry, but I know precious little about art.
How does it make you feel?
I don't want to open my mouth for fear of what foolishness might tumble out.
Find that box.
Would you like me to tell you what it means?
Oh, what? Oh, I would like so
Nothing.
much to understand.
Well, only one place left.
Intended to show us the struggle of the great man, condemned to breathe the swampy air of the parasite.
You see all that in that little picture?
Yes, in fact.
Now, did your companion go...
You've given me so much to think about. I feel a trifle swoony. Would you mind if I return tomorrow for further education? Nothing?
No. Got one place left, though.
And if that proves to be fruitless?
We'll cross that bridge when we get to it.
You need something? How is Ryan taking all the...
I don't have all the flaws and drawbacks other people have. You know, emotions. I'm just a more perfect machine.
They're all gone. Ryan. She's the new Rudy.
Good day to you, ma'am.
Hey, pal. You want to help out the little lady?
Yes, of course.
I'm interested in this piece.
Ah, excellent. You've an eye, haven't you, miss? It's a natural sapphire and diamond, 18-karat gold ring, fully hallmarked for Paris, 1887.
That's a lot of fine talk about a stolen ring.
I beg your pardon?
Right out of her coffin in Twilight Fields. Did you think we wouldn't notice?
I can assure you that...
The assurances of a grave robber are of no
Where's he
interest.
hiding that box?
You hand the ring back, the matter will remain between you and me.
There you are, you little son of a bitch.
I don't think so. Get the brakes, you tramp. I'll see to it they do.
Get your hands off me!
Oh.
Might be best if we were gone when he wakes up. Good. We've located the mask.
Third time's the charm.
All right. It's best we head back to Cohen's.
It's temporary. Temporary. Just like Gulag. Temporary.
Fine piece of work back with those shopkeeps. You got a bit of the grifter in you.
For that, you can thank my father.
Oh, yeah?
He was a man comfortable in a variety of roles.
I'm not looking to be an obstacle to your...
Sexual intimacy is no different than any other commodity, friend. You sell soybeans.
So, what kind of field you in?
Field?
Yeah, you know, occupation. Can't imagine what kind of employment would lead you to tag along on a job like this.
I suppose you could say I work in debt collection.
Ah, Mr. DeWitt. Back again. And so soon.
I was...
Are you in the know? Innovation and competition are what fuel Rapture. But that fuel can be diluted with rumor or flat-out lies. The rumor monger asks, what are these so-called splicing side effects? Well, take a look around you. Do you see anything wrong with your neighbor? The rumor monger asks, why has Tenenbaum withdrawn from the public's eye? Dr. Tenenbaum is a scientific mind unparalleled, even in Rapture. She's no doubt in her lab, toiling away at her next great innovation. I heard she was in cahoots with Fontaine. Merely slander from jealous naysayers. Remember, Rapture competes through innovation, not cheap shots. Bridget Tenenbaum is a woman who represents the best of science and industry. In other words, she's a Rapture gal. Now you know.
great chain guides all of our efforts. Even if we can't see it's there.
This better work. Otherwise, we'll certainly look the fools.
Trust me.
Ah, very well. Mr. Cohen awaits your participation at his performance.
So who is this fellow Cohen? Some sort of underworld figure?
Worse. He's an artist.
An artist who kidnaps children.
Cohen's muse is a bit more diverse. I've seen his type. Gets an idea in his head, end a conversation. Don't matter who gets hurt.
To embarrass me in front of my muse? My muse shall not be mocked. Fitzpatrick!
Please!
The stick!
For God's sake!
My muse shall not be mocked! Get them out of here! There shall be no failure on my canvas. There's no room in rapture anymore for the artist. Who are you?
Name's DeWitt.
Is that right? My. This one's a real biscuit. Isn't he a biscuit, lady?
I'd ask you a few questions.
Questions? Yes, yes. It is the work of man to ask. It is the work of the artist to answer.
You've seen this girl, haven't you?
We artists see more than most. You are more than you claim to be, little songbird. Are you not? Watch this one, DeWitt. She'll take you where you don't want to go. But I know the child in that photo is important to you. So many children flit, flit, flit away. I know where the girl is. And I will send you to her. In exchange, all I ask is a dance.
What?
I see something in you two. Art strips away artifice. Show me who you are, and I will show you where you need to go.
Cohen, son of a bitch.
Mr. DeWitt.
What?
Dance with me.
Come, dance!
I shudder to think what greater price he might care to extract.
Fitzpatrick! Beauty and pain. They can be no more separated than birth and blood.
What do you think Cohen's customers do with the children? Do they?
Sometimes. But those types lack the capital of people like Ryan and Suchong.
That's a blessing.
You saw those little sisters? You so sure? But if Suchong had Sally, I'd know it.
How?
Because I tied him to a chair and asked him.
So?
For 15 hours.
I don't know what to make of you, Mr. DeWitt.
No!
Listen, we're not gonna keep...
Fitzpatrick!
Mr. DeWitt! Mr. DeWitt! Are you alright?
I'm fine.
You were dreaming. You kept saying your daughter's name, Sally.
She's not my daughter.
I thought...
Pain and beauty! To an artist, they are parent and child.
Cohen?
I'm sending you to find your young one. No need to thank me. I'm not so sure you'll like what you find.
Look.
Fontaine's. Ryan sent the whole thing to the bottom.
But it's a prison now. Why would Cohen have sent Sally there?
I don't know.
Everyone has needs. I merely provide a service for those who have the means to pay. You'll find your little bird in the housewares department.
How many people do you suppose Ryan's got locked up in that place?
Enough. Fontaine had amassed something near an army. Now they're down there, spliced up and wild. All right, there's a dock up ahead.
Takes a cold son of a bitch to do that to a living person.
What's that?
Barry, let's see.
You read your residency contract with Ryan Industries? In perpetuity, we're all buried at sea.
Don't get too comfortable. Keep your eyes open.
Мудро очень. Привет, конечно, тоже.
Seem to be some supplies this way, Mr. DeWitt.
It's Booker.
What?
Just call me Booker.
If it's all the same to you, let's leave it at Mr. DeWitt. Look up there. Let's have another look around. Perhaps we'll be able to find something to get us up and over.
Could be handy.
A skyhook?
Skyhook? You mean the air grabber? Kids use them to ride around up on the pneumo lines.
Air grabber? Huh. Constants and variables.
Constants and what?
Never mind.
Grabber stuck.
I want the frosted one. Get me the frosted.
Mr. DeWitt! Someone's coming!
I want the frosted.
All right, I got the grabber unjammed.
What's that now? It's my part!
Mr. DeWitt, look. Housewares. That's where Cohen said we'd find Sally. The store ran trams between the three buildings. We'll need to avail ourselves of that.
Assuming it still works.
Optimism, Mr. DeWitt. It helps in situations like this. I don't feel so great. I'm dizzy, I'm nauseous, and sometimes I'm even seeing things that aren't there.
That's just the plasmid blues, Mary. You just need to slow down a bit on the slicing before you...
When did you come to Rapture?
Oh, it was, geez, I guess around 51? No, 48?
That's a rather large gap.
Time. Life I had before. Sort of becomes a blur. 49. 49 for sure. Damn.
You look a mess, Mr. DeWitt.
Just keep your eyes open for splicers. They can do us a whole lot worse.
Here, little birdies. Eat it up. Well, it's good for you, you know. I've never heard of birds that didn't like seeds.
You promised! Earn my call!
Mr. DeWitt, look.
Well, there's the tram.
That splicer had no problem freezing a path for himself before.
I'm sure he'll be happy to do the same for us.
I have no doubt you'll prove persuasive. Mr. DeWitt, look. An ice rink.
Be good at places any to look for our new friend.
Says it's on the top floor.
So we go up.
Burst pipe.
The store sunk a few hundred feet beyond its specifications. More pressure, more burst pipes.
What is the greatest lie ever created? What is the most vicious obscenity ever perpetrated on mankind? Slavery, the Holocaust, dictatorship. No. Out. Whenever anyone wants others to do their work, they call upon their out. Never mind. They think of the needs of state. Not the key of God. Wrong, wrong. How many catastrophes launched with the words, think of yourself? It's the king and country crowd who strike the sword of destruction. Ancient lie which has chained humanity to an endless cycle of guilt and
Еще раз продолжу прохождение. Это дополнение. Мирового России. Всем удачи и пока. Подписывайтесь на канал, конечно.